Hello and welcome to the Cristo Rey Network College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, but will be around for the entire session to answer questions. My name is Jenny and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, I have a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. However, you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Cristo-Rey. First, we have a little video, and then I'll turn it over to our first presenter.
Welcome to the second annual Cristo Rey Network Virtual College Fair. We congratulate you students and your families for taking the next step in preparing for your college journey by attending today's fair. We're glad that you're here.
We give thanks to the special opportunity to connect with many colleges and universities who believe in your future just like we do. These last few years have required quite a bit of resilience and faith from each of you and your teachers, counselors, principals, school leaders, and members of our national office team are so thrilled to see you thrive. Agradecemos esta oportunidad para unirnos con universidades y colegios que creen en sus futuros, igual que nosotros. Estos últimos años han requerido...
All right, looks like my screen here is not doing the right thing, so give me one moment and we'll fix that for you. All right, can someone give me a confirmation in the chat if you can see the video now? All right, perfect. We'll start that again. My apologies.
Welcome to the second annual Cristo Rey Network Virtual College Fair. We congratulate you students and your families for taking the next step in preparing for your college journey by attending today's fair. We're glad that you're here.
We give thanks to the special opportunity to connect with many colleges and universities who believe in your future just like we do. These last few years have required quite a bit of resilience and faith from each of you and your teachers, counselors, principals, school leaders, and members of our national office team are so thrilled to see you thrive. Agradecemos esta oportunidad para unirnos con universidades y colegios que creen en sus futuros, igual que nosotros. Estos últimos años han requerido mucha fe de parte de cada uno de ustedes y sus padres, consejeros, maestros, directores y miembros de nuestro equipo nacional. Estamos felices de verlos prosperar.
Today, your community surrounds you in this virtual college fair. With over 25,000 alumni nationwide from 38 schools and currently over 12,000 students in Cristo Rey schools, we enjoy the privilege of working for and with 5,000 juniors and seniors like you. We're joined by 95 participating colleges, all invested in your future. Some of these colleges have been partnering with us since 2009. You'll have the opportunity to connect with dozens of these colleges and partake in one of 2 Financial Aid 101 sessions, one in Spanish and one in English. Since all sessions will be recorded and available to you on YouTube, you won't miss a thing. Now don't forget about the Ask Me Anything open forums. There are 2 options, one at 6 p.m. Central on Wednesday and another at 2 p.m. Central on Saturday. These are your opportunities to ask anything of an admissions representative. We want you to leave this fair confident and empowered to start your college journey. Thank you all for your commitment to the classes of 2023 and 24, parents, guardians, students, college counselors, and college representatives.
Agradecemos a todos por su apoyo de las clases del 2022 y 2023, padres, consejeros, maestros, directores y especialmente los representantes universitarios que nos acompañan esta semana. ¡Viva Cristo Rey!
¡Viva Cristo Rey!
All right. right, thank you so much. My apologies for all the technical difficulties. Thank you for bearing with us. We'll get started with our facilitations now, and I'll kick it over to our first school, St. Louis University.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm going to go ahead and get my screen shared here. Can everyone see this?
Looks good.
Okay, awesome. So I am Erin Gallagher. I'm one of the admission counselors at St. Louis University, and I'm going to kind of do just a quick overview of what it means to be a SLU student, or specifically a Billiken. So we have about 8,000 undergraduate students enrolled at SLU with about 13,000 students overall. We do have two different campuses, one located in St. Louis, the other in Madrid, Spain, where all of our students have an opportunity to study abroad there. And then we have a diverse student population with representation from all 50 states and 82 different countries, as well as 64% of our students coming from outside of the state of Missouri, and over 800 students being first-generation students at SLU. We are a Jesuit institution, so we really focus on the education of the whole person and strengthening students as leaders and critical thinkers in their fields. And one of the main ways that we do that on SLU's campus is community service. Last year, we had over 1.6 million hours of unmandated community service done by our students, faculty, and staff. It's just one of the ways that we give back to our community in the greater St. Louis area. We have nearly 80 undergraduate programs with a bunch of minors and concentrations in addition to that. All of our different programs have a common university core, which really allows students to change their major pretty easily if they come in and either as undecided or if they come in and change their major once they're already at SLU. We have 13 different programs ranked in the top 50 in the nation, and all of our programs are direct entry, direct admit, which means you'll start taking classes in your field as early as first semester freshman year. We do have 4 competitive freshman entry only programs. That would be our 6-year doctorate of physical therapy, our 5-year master's of occupational therapy, our 4-year bachelor's of science in nursing, and then our flight science program for those who wish to become professional pilots. For Billiken Life, we have over 160 different student organizations on campus, as well as about 100 to 150 intramural sports as well, in addition to our 18 Division I sports teams. This just kind of shows you a little bit of a variety of things that you can do on SLU's campus, from dance groups, either being involved in the fine arts, hosting your own radio show, and then those sports teams that I mentioned on the last slide. For how to become a Billiken, we have 4 different admission pathways when you're considering to apply to us. 2 of those are Early Decision 1 and Early Decision 2. Those are binding agreements and means that essentially you will attend SLU when you're considering applying, and you'll withdraw applications from all other institutions if you are admitted to our institution. Most of our students will select the early action, which has a December 1st deadline, which is about 5 to 6 weeks away from now, and you'll be notified by February 1st. And then we do have regular decision, which is non-binding as well, and that is as space as is available by each specific program. And we do prefer that you apply by April 1st for that, and you'll be notified by April 15th. For your application, you can apply either on our website or on the Common App, and we will need an official transcript in addition to that. If you're an international student or not sure if you need to provide English proficiency, definitely reach out to our office. I'll include the contact information in the chat after I finish presenting. We do have some recommended options, such as letters of recommendation, and then a resume or an admission interview. That would be either with your admission counselor or a different member of our staff. And those can be either virtually or in person, depending on when your counselor will be traveling to your area. And then we are entirely test optional for both ACT and SAT. If you'd like to submit them, that's fantastic. But if you don't want to, no worries at all there. These are just some of the ways that you can connect with us on social media. And again, I'll be dropping the information on how to reach out to us, either to schedule a visit or just to get general admission questions answered in the chat below. Thank you all for having me tonight, and I can't wait to answer the questions at the end of this presentation.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And remember to use that Q&A function if you do have questions for any of our institutions here at any time during the presentations. Up next, we have Spring Hill College.
Can everyone see me all right?
Yep, looks good.
And can you see my screen as well?
It's showing the Zoom screen. There we go, perfect.
Okay, perfect. So my name is Carmen Tidwell, and I'm with Spring Hill College. And Spring Hill College is located in Mobile, Alabama. And just a few things about Spring Hill. We are Jesuit education as well. So we do really encourage our students to have that all meaningful and mind, soul, and body educated as well. And we are test optional. So we have traditional and test optional applications. Um, for traditional is we do need your ACT or SAT and your GPA, but if you apply test optional, we only need your GPA, a recommendation letter, and an essay. This is just some statements about Spring Hill, those who seek a meaningful challenge, and those who want to know why, like who want to explore more of themselves, and whether it be religion or just themselves. And like I said, we are located in Mobile, so we are close to some beaches. So a little bit about our studies. We have over 55 undergraduate majors, and some big majors for us, of course, is like business, nursing. We have been ranked #1 in the state of Alabama, so nursing is pretty big for our school as well. And we also have a pretty cool marine biology program as well, because like I said, we are close to the beach, so we do partner with the Dolphin Sea Lab, and our students get to have a lot of hands-on experience, which is just really nice for them, and they all enjoy it. So 100% of our students have placement in graduate programs and like pre-med programs that they want to choose, and we have been ranked in the top 10 colleges for return on investments, and this was by Forbes magazine. So the money that you put into Spring Hill and your education, you will have a return on it in the long run. Our average class size is 24, so we have a 13-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So we are a smaller institution, but there are benefits to that, such as having that one-to-one connection with your professor, and your professors will know you by your name. And that may sound a little scary, but it is really nice to not be afraid to ask questions in class, or even after class to like approach your professor and say like, hey, I'm not understanding this, because they definitely will help you. They may be able to teach it to you a different way. And in a bigger university, that is more than likely not going to be available to you. This is just an overview of our campus. So just a few pictures, like our library, and of course our St. Joseph Chapel, and then our Student Center. And these buildings are surrounding the center of our campus, which is the Ridex, and it's the physical representation of the commitment to the Jesuit tradition, Cura Personalis, which is the care for the spiritual, social, and intellectual growth of each person. And this is just a big overview of our campus. So we have our baseball field, a golf course, a gym, and then that is just one of the freshman houses listed. We do have other housing available. And like I said, we are close to the beach. So Mobile is a small city with big city amenities, and we are only like 40 minutes away from the beach. So a lot of students like to take breaks to go to the beach during class, just to like kind of clear their mind, which is really nice. And we do have a lot of clubs here. We always say that if we don't have a club that you're interested in, then we encourage our students to make their own club. We want all of our students to feel involved. We do have Greek life on campus. We have a big campus ministry. We have many different clubs for you to get involved in. And we are an NCAA Division II sports team. So we have many sports ranging from baseball, softball, volleyball, to tennis, soccer, and even esports and bowling. So if you are interested in playing sports in college, then I always encourage my students to look up our website. It's shc.edu, and you can go through the athletics there. And then when you fill out that page, it will be sent to the coaches of whatever sport you chose. And this QR code will just take you to our website, and it will help you apply. And one last thing about our application is that it is free. So even if you are interested, I know that it can kind of be early to know where you want to go to school, or anything like that. But if you might be interested in Spring Hill or any school, I always say to apply because you kind of get your foot in the door that way. And thank you guys for having me tonight.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Up next, we have Berea College. I think you may still be on mute. Mariana or Khalil, we can't hear either of you.
I think Khalil's supposed to speak. I just wasn't sure if he's coming on since he shared the presentation. Khalil, are you there? Oh,
Sorry, y'all. I was struggling with everything. Can you hear me?
Yep, sounds good. No worries. It seems to be a theme tonight. Technology's not on our side.
So my name is Khalil Baker. I am one of the coordinators of Black and Latino recruitment for Berea College. And I have Mariana Sandoval with me, who is an admissions associate for Berea College. Berea College is a small liberal arts college in Berea, Kentucky. And when I talk about Berea College, I always like to start with our history, just short on our history. Berea College was established in 1855 as the first college in the South to educate Blacks and whites together from day one, as well as women and men together in the same classroom. I always share that to share with folks, if you come to Berea College, you're coming to a place that was created with everyone in mind from day one, as far as inclusiveness, and you will feel welcome, you will feel part of the community that we have there on campus. Some of the highlights of who we are, besides our commitment to interracial education, is also our commitment to making sure college is affordable for those that might not otherwise be able to afford college. To qualify for Berea College, you have to be Pell Grant eligible. But what goes along with that is for over 100 years, no student has paid tuition at Berea College. So our tuition 4 years is around $176,000, and you will never pay a penny of that at Berea College, whether you're there 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, whatever. What goes along with that as well is that most of our students graduate with little to no debt. This year's graduating class, 62% graduated with zero debt. The average of this graduating class was around $1,900, just over $1,900 compared to the national average, which is just under $30,000. So we know affordability is a big piece. As well, like being a Cristo Rey student, we have our work or our labor program. So every student works on campus. We're one of 9 federally recognized labor colleges. And what that means is every student works on campus. Where we're different from the other 8 is at the other 8, you either get paid to work your labor program, your labor position, or it helps offset the cost of your education. At Berea College, it's both. In your first year, you'll make $2,000 at least if you work the minimum hours, and that's your money for whatever, pizza, books, send home, whatever. What goes along with that, though, is making sure that you are a student first with having the work study or the labor position on campus. So you have folks that are there to provide mentorship, to make sure you leave with a great resume and some of the skills that will help you beyond college. A couple of the highlights of who we are: we're a small liberal arts college. Average class size is 14. Student to faculty ratio is 10 to 1. So you get a real intimate experience. We are a really big on community in making sure that all our students, faculty, staff know each other and work well with each other. Some of the other highlights is we try to make sure students have a great experience inside and outside of the classroom. So whether it's paying for students to go to different conferences and things around the world, when it comes time to graduate, we'll pay for you to go to your interviews at your grad schools, take your GRE, LSAT, things like that, and so much more. We invest very much in our students. As well, that experience outside of the classroom, Around 50% of our students go abroad before they graduate. And a reason why we're able to do that compared to the 10% national average is we have funding that we provide for our students. So on average, we pay for 70%, around 70% of what it costs for someone to go abroad while they're at Berea. As well, we fully fund your internship. So if you find an internship that you want to do in your major or career of interest, wherever it might be, instead of you just having to go work for free over the summer, we will actually pay for you to go do that internship. So we provide funding that pays for your travel, your living, stipending, anything else that's involved with the cost of doing that internship. These are some of our notable alumni. My two favorite that I point out is Dr. Carter G. Woodson, the father of Black History Month, and Dr. Samuel Hirsch. Though a lot of folks don't know him by name, we all have touchscreen technology, which he invented. The steps to applying for Berea College, free applications, completely free to apply. Once you go online and fill out your application, which usually takes 10 to 15 minutes, then we'll need your high school transcript. We'll have a form that your counselor will have to fill out and one that your teacher fills out. And then we take your test scores. If you choose to give us your test scores, we're optional still. And then, of course, we need your FAFSA results. And I tried to shave off a minute since I had my technical difficulties, but there's our information and we'll be around to answer questions. And Mariana, I think, is going to help answer the questions afterwards. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And great reminder to use that Q&A function if you have questions for any of our schools here at any time during their presentations. They'll be happy to answer them. Up next, we have Mississippi State University.
All right. I believe I got everything going. Are we in one place? We got a screen?
Looks good.
Okay, perfect. My name is Jabor Cook. I'm the Assistant Director of Recruitment Programming and Diversity Initiatives for Mississippi State University. And so I'm going to run through this presentation really quickly, but I appreciate you guys having me. I want to start off by letting you know Mississippi State is a part of the Southeastern Conference. We have 4,200 acres of campus. We were founded in 1878 as Mississippi Agricultural Mechanical School. And so most people think of Mississippi State as farming and engineering, but we're a large land grant institution, which means we have 8 colleges and over 180 majors of emphasis, which means no matter what you as a student want to do as a career, we have a curriculum on our campus to get you there. Like I said, we have 4,200 acres of campus, one of the largest campuses in the Southeastern Conference, the second largest land grant institution in the country, but don't let that overwhelm you. So 4,200 acres of campus, but we're only at about 22,000 students. So if you look around the SEC, we're one of these smaller populations in the SEC. So you get a big campus and a small campus all in one. It's the best of both worlds, but no Hannah Montana, no Miley Cyrus. Again, we're founded in 1878, but now we're known as Mississippi State University. And I mentioned those 180 majors and concentrations. I won't run through all of those today, but we are nationally ranked in some well-known programs such as engineering. Our engineering programs include some great ones like our petroleum and chemical engineering, biomedical engineering. We also are the #1 meteorology program in the country. 1 out of 3 weather people in the entire country either graduated from Mississippi State or were trained by our university. Kinesiology is one of the largest majors on campus. We have a 90% placement rate to physical therapy school. And I could go on, but basically what I want you to know, what we do on our campus really affects the way we live day to day. You know, we have alumnus from Dr. Jim Flanagan, who helped create the artificial larynx, which is the technology that we use to speak to our digital devices, and they speak back to us. We have Dr. Janet Marie Smith, who is the lead designer in Major League Baseball parks today. And she's an architect, and she has designed 4 Major League stadiums, including Turner Field, the Baltimore Orioles Stadium, LA Dodgers, and the Boston Red Sox Stadium. And so lots of opportunities to get involved with your academic passion. For me, I've been doing this for 10 years, and I think, you know, academics is extremely important and rankings are important, but for us, student life is where it's at. And so when you come onto a college campus, you have 2 weeks to make college either the most successful time of your life or least successful time of your life. And here at Mississippi State, we want to make it the most successful time of your life. We have over 300 student organizations. And that's anything you could think of. There's a student organization for it, from the Disney Movie Watchers Club to our Latino Student Association to our Student Association and to all these different opportunities. Also, something to understand about Mississippi State, we are named the People's University because our students represent all 82 counties of Mississippi, all 50 states in the nation, and 80 countries outside the United States. We're listed as one of the most diverse student populations in land-grant institutions across the country. Now we're going to get down to brass tacks. This is what you're looking at as an out-of-state student. At about $25,444 is room and board, is tuition, excuse me. Housing and dining is an average price of about $10,964. So total for an out-of-state student, you're looking at $36,408 per year, which is a pretty big price tag, but we also were named as one of the top 20 most affordable opportunities in college. And so that's a great opportunity to invest in your college and then let it pay back to you. But I'll talk about scholarships really quickly. Our scholarships are, basically straightforward. So we have a scholarship matrix based on test scores. So your test score and your GPA gets you a particular dollar amount that's automatically awarded to you. You don't have to apply to that. As long as you're admitted to the university, we will award you those things. But once you get admitted, you get to complete the general scholarship application, which is a one-stop shop for every scholarship we offer on our campus. As an entering freshman, that priority date is December 1st. So you will make sure you've gotten admitted by October 1st so you can apply, fill out the general scholarship application, and do all of that by December 1st to make sure you've done the most amount of things to be considered for the most amount of money. And then I want you to come visit us. We're doing this virtually now, but we'd love to have you on our campus. We host campus visits Monday through Friday. We have multiple sessions throughout the day. We also have large preview days where you can come and see our entire campus. It's a big day on campus. Then we have our own virtual tour as well, where you can speak one-on-one with our team. And then Academic Insight is an opportunity for admitted students to get into their academic college and learn more about that academic college and students and the faculty there. That was a lot of information in a brief time, but I'm happy to be here with you today, and I'll be glad to answer your questions after this is over.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. We have one more school with us today, Rockhurst University. And so it's a great reminder to get those questions in the Q&A in the meantime. So up next, Rockhurst University.
Okay, I think I'm good to go.
Good to go.
Awesome. Well, hi, everyone. My name is Ella Peterson, and I am with Rockhurst University. I am the Assistant Director for Campus Visits and Events. So I would love to come see you, for you to come see us on campus, but a brief breakdown of who we are. So we are a Jesuit Catholic institution. So there's a brief snapshot of the things that are really going to be important to us. We live and breathe by our mission and our core values. They are a part of everything that we do. Some of my favorites are personally Cura Personalis, that emphasis and focus on the whole person and caring for your whole self is a part of everything that we do. We understand that you exist outside of being a student, you exist outside of what you do for a living. So we want to educate you to be the most well-rounded person that you can be. Where we are, so we're located in Kansas City, Missouri. It is a wonderful town for so many reasons. We're located genuinely in the heart of the city. So you're going to be about a mile away from art museums, the best shopping and eating in the city. There's over 15 concert venues, a variety of professional sports, but also the opportunities are endless for internships and shadowing and networking. We have a very strong alumni population that love to support our current students. So there's a few highlights on there. You see Arrowhead Stadium, go Chiefs. We've had multiple students get internships with the professional teams in the area, and they love to show their Rockhurst pride. That circle R at the bottom is where our campus is located. So you can kind of see where we're located in terms of being downtown. There's everything on this list. Everything from the Crossroads District, which is going to be the Arts District, lots of murals on the walls, to Union Station, that train station. They have different exhibits that will come through and wonderful restaurants. So there's a lot going on, and more than just barbecue. In terms of our scholarships, you are automatically awarded a merit-based scholarship based on your weighted GPA. You're putting in that work, so we want to make sure compensating wherever you're at on that radar. So the main thing to look at off the bat is going to be that scholarship chart in the top left. We are test optional, so if you are a NAP scholar or a Carey scholar, you're more than welcome to submit those test scores to try and level up to the next scholarship amount. So you just take and look, so say you have a 3.15, you would need a 35 on your ACT or a 1560 on your SAT to level up from the $20,000 amount to the $24,000 amount. But it doesn't stop there. We have lots of other opportunities, everything from service-based awards to writing-based. If you're interested in learning another language, we've got those for you. And of course, athletic scholarships as well. We are a D2 sports team in terms of the NCAA. We love our student athletes. Being D2, if you're interested in being a nurse or studying engineering, you're still able to play a sport while also tackling some of those more time-intensive majors. But wait, there's more. So we still have other scholarships going on. Some are going to be essay-based, some are need-based. Coming from a Catholic institution, you automatically receive that Loyola scholarship under the other scholarships category. It's an additional $1,000 stacked on top of your merit-based scholarship right off the bat. How to apply? You can apply via the Common App or through our website. It is super fast, simple, and easy. The only thing I need from you is the completed application along with a copy of your transcripts. Test scores, absolutely optional. They only help you. They'll never hurt you. So you can feel free to submit them with no stress there. But if you do have any questions, please just give us a holler. We are more than happy to help out however we can. I'm excited to answer these questions here in just a second.
All right, fantastic. Thanks, everyone. So that concludes our portion going through each institution, but now we have some questions for all of our presenters here today. So I'll ask everyone to come back on camera now and we'll go through some Q&A. But participants, if you still have more questions, please put them in the Q&A function and our participants here will answer them as we go along. All right, so our first question is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
Okay, so the biggest piece of advice I can give any student going through the college search process would be to visit campus. Visit any kind of campus that is within your travel distance, whether it's a big campus, little campus, urban campus, rural campus. That can really help you figure out what kind of schools you eventually see yourself going to and can really narrow down your application process. I personally visited about 25 different schools and narrowed it down to only applying to 8. And so that was really helpful in my process. So that's the biggest piece of advice I can give you.
For me, I would also agree that visiting campus is very important, but also just keeping your options open. You don't really want to make a rash decision, especially if you haven't been to the campus, like even visited the campus that you want to go to. A lot of students think that they can only apply to like a couple schools like that they're really interested in. I say to apply to as many schools as you can, just to see like what your options are.
I'll have to agree with both people in front of me. Definitely visiting the campus like solidifies if you actually want to go to that campus. I would also suggest submitting your FAFSA with every college you apply to. So yes, if you apply to like 50 colleges or so, put your FAFSA in it. That's the money that you are getting from the government to help you pay for college. So that's my advice.
Those were all great. Obviously, ditto to visiting college campuses. I'd also add building relationships with your admissions counselors and your recruiter for your area. It's really important. There's a lot of information that as recruiters and admissions counselors and assistant directors that we're trying to get to you, but we can't tell you everything. And so the more we know about you as a person, the more we can connect you with other opportunities. So getting to know them, building relationships with them, checking in with them is the best way to do it.
Man, it's tough going last. I ditto to everything. What I will add is it's okay, like any information that you're taking away from looking on a website, talking to someone, whether it be a phone call at a college fair, whatever it may be. Any information is good information. It doesn't just have to be like, oh, I like this thing. It could be, oh, I don't like this thing. And that is just as valid and important when you're going through this process. There are a lot of us. Some of us are super different. Some of us are only kind of different. So all those little pieces put together can help kind of shape this picture of your right fit. So don't be afraid for the, I don't think that I want this.
That's all fantastic advice. Thank you so much. I, love especially the advice for like stay organized. There's so many different dates, deadlines, scholarships, all that kind of stuff. So keep like, a spreadsheet, something like that to kind of keep yourself organized, but all fantastic advice throughout here as well. We have had the University of Dallas join us as well, thankfully tonight. So we are so excited to welcome them here. So we're going to take a brief break from the Q&A, and if we have time at the end, we'll get back to another question. But we're going to let the University of Dallas present now, and we will hopefully get back to the questions right after this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry I'm late, everyone. I'm really excited to talk to you guys about opportunities at the University of Dallas. Particularly, I love talking about UD, and I love talking about all we have to offer. So we are a small Catholic liberal arts university in Irving, so just outside the city of Dallas. And our point of pride is our core curriculum. So we focus on the humanities while also having students take classes in philosophy, so that's a humanities, but also math, science, politics. We have very strong STEM majors, very strong biology and business majors in particular. Those are two of our most popular majors at the University of Dallas. But everyone takes the same core curriculum regardless of major, because we really focus on having a holistic education and educating the student in a holistic fashion. So all of our biology majors are taking literature classes. All of our literature classes majors are taking biology classes. It's so that they can have the best kind of education and the best the best kind of education and the best preparation for life after college. So lots of people are asking these days, what is the value of a liberal arts education? Am I actually going to get a good job? I say if you can't find a good job with your education, then let's find you a new education. But the University of Dallas really strives to provide everyone with an education that will provide them not just a good job and a good career, because we do have really great success rates after college as well, but we also want to set you up for success for life. So whether you want to be a professor and a businessman, woman, if you want to be a doctor, a nurse, a lawyer, whatever career you are interested in, the University of Dallas is there to provide those options for you. Especially, like I said, through our core curriculum, through our major classes. So the core is about 19 classes total. You can take it in 2 years, start to finish, or you can spread it through 4 years while you're exploring your major classes. You don't have to declare your major until junior year. So you have a full 2 years to decide what you want to do. And this gives students a lot of flexibility to take those core classes, explore what major classes they're interested in, and then go to Rome. We have our very own campus in Rome, Italy. Our Rome program is 50 years strong and still going. Students go there every fall, spring, and summer semester. There are 3 options, and all students go starting the sophomore year. You live in Rome for 4 months. You take classes on our very own campus with our very own professors. And we again, really focus on giving you that holistic education. So you're taking all core classes in Rome, and you're traveling with your school, and there's lots of independent travel as well. So with the school, you go to northern and southern Italy, you go to Greece for 10 days, and then you get 4 long weekends to yourself where You can catch up on homework if you want to, or you can go country hopping, or you can stay in Italy and just explore Italy if you want. There's also a 10-day break where you can go, again, explore whatever you want. We've had students go all the way to the UK, Poland, and then all the way back to Italy for another really fantastic end of the semester. So all of that is a part of what we are at the University of Dallas, what we stand for, especially our Catholicism as well. We are very strongly Catholic, both in name and in practice. We have our very own chapel on campus, and we offer Catholic sacraments every single day. That being said, we are Catholic in the sense that we follow the Catholic faith and the Catholic practices, but we are also Catholic in that the word Catholic itself means universal. So our director of admissions, Carrie Christianberry, says it best when he describes our Catholic faith as omnipresent, but not oppressive. So 20% of our students are not Catholic at this time, and they are totally comfortable not being Catholic, but they are also really excited by the conversations that they have with their classmates, with their Catholic classmates, with their non-Catholic classmates. And there are just so many opportunities for growth, both in your faith, in your own Catholicism, in your own Christian faith, in your own non-Christian faith. There's so many opportunities for growth and change that it's an experience that everyone graduates and everyone leaves from, and they leave a little bit of themselves behind. They leave a little bit of home behind. The University of Dallas is proudly home to many students right now. About 1,500 undergraduates and 1,000 graduates call the University of Dallas home. And there are so many alumni that come back every single year for Alumni Family Weekend, for Groundhog. And it's a really, again, a really beautiful experience and a really beautiful 4 years that sets you up well for your personal life and your personal interests, as well as your professional life and your professional interests. So I graduated with a French and art history double major from the University of Dallas, and here I am. I'm an admission counselor talking to you guys about how UD is, really a fantastic school. So I am really, again, just really excited to talk to you about UD. We are, like I mentioned, we are a private school, but we do offer very generous merit-based scholarships every year, especially for students who have a GPA of 3.0 or higher. You can get a merit-based scholarship ranging from $18,000 to $32,000 per year. And that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to scholarships. So we know we're private, we're expensive, but we're also happy to help students come to the University of Dallas. And we hope that you guys will consider calling it your home eventually.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you being able to let us know more about the University of Dallas. We have just another minute or two, so if everyone wants to join me on camera, we'll do a very quick round robin. You'll let me know what's one thing you want students to remember about your school. So give me a quick sentence before we end what you want your takeaway to be from your school. We'll start again with St. Louis.
Okay, yeah, so we have a globally minded campus that provides affordable options to all students, all while providing top-notch faculty and real-world experience for our students through applied learning on campus.
Oh, it looks like we've lost Spring Hill, so we'll go right to Berea College.
One thing that I would tell students to remember about us is our no tuition promise scholarship. That means you will pay no tuition for 4 years. We are at a 50 or 67% rate of graduating debt-free from Berea College. And we really love building a community on campus. So, I mean, we have events like all the time.
Mississippi State is the People's University representing every corner of this world, where we give you an opportunity with our 8 colleges and 180 majors to learn and take care of what really matters in the world. And so come join us here in Starkville, Mississippi.
At Rockhurst University, community is everything. We want you to challenge yourself. We want you to inspire others, and we want you to go out and change the world.
I would say definitely we have a very strong community. I mentioned our alumni community. University of Dallas is a college that is defined by if you know, you know. There's so many traditions and so many things that are unique to a University of Dallas education, the great books, the community, the Rome program, everything is just, we sometimes get mistaken for other colleges, but if you know the University of Dallas, if you've visited us, if you're interested in the type of education we provide, in the scholarships, in the community we build, then it's a great college to come to.
Fantastic. Thank you, everyone. All right. So we really appreciate you joining us today. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. So we'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. And we encourage you to check back to the schedule and sign up for more sessions. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Cristo Rey. Thank you so much. Best of luck on your college search process.